My brothers and my sisters, men and women of faith, it's essential for you to know that you are in the time of the eternal Father's care. He cares for you regardless of how long you've been waiting, how long you've been suffering, how long you've been dealing with specific issues. His delay is not a denial. Everything has a time, everything is seasoned and is specifically chosen to release at the right moment. I know it seems as though our moments are long, our days are long, our hours are long, but there's a time limit on your delay. The Almighty understands and knows the pressure that you're going through. He understands and knows the heart and the head and the emotional trauma that you're dealing with. It often seems as though he doesn't care. It often seems as though he's looking the opposite direction. However, he's always looking at you. He's always holding you up and lifting you up and giving you what we would think is just enough strength to make it. Well, I need to tell you today that God cares. He cares about your condition. He cares about your situation. He cares about what you're dealing with. There may be a delay, but it's not a denial. There may be some things pushed back, but when God pushes things back, it's because He's making room for what He's getting ready to do. When God moves you, He moves you out of His way. So when He comes through to clear, He clears the pathway that you will not be disturbed or distraught in the midst of it. Don't be discouraged. Don't be dismayed because of what it looks like or what it seems like. The eyes of the Lord are upon you. He recognizes you when you don't see yourself in the mirror. Oftentimes we look in the mirror and we don't see anything. It's blank. It's bland. Our smile sometimes leaves. Our praise is low. Our worship is low. And we're looking in the mirror and we're looking for something better. Lift your head. Open your eyes. See yourself. See yourself in the eyes of the Almighty God. He sees someone made after His likeness, after His image. He sees someone beautiful. He even sees the one that's going through. Though He slay you, yet will you trust Him. He knows that you're persevering. He knows that you're fighting the fight. Well, when it looks like the battle is being lost, stand still. The battle belongs to Him. When it looks like you're not going to make it and you go into survival mode, shift from survival to living. Shift from survival to holding on to the right hand in the holy arm of God, which gives us the victory. Oftentimes we think that God is punishing us because of what we're going through, because of what we're dealing with, because of even what we have done. But delay, my friends, is not a punishment. Delay is preparation. He's preparing you for what's going to happen next. He's preparing you for the next move. I come to tell you today that your delay is over. Soon, you're going to open your eyes and transformation of your situation is going to take place. You won't recognize the newness of your story. You won't realize that the chapter has changed until you walk into new places, new ideas, new comfort zones. Your praise may be lifted. Your worship will be raised. You'll begin to bless God in the midst of knowing that He has repaired the breach and the old waste cities have been restored. He has given you the ability to confront come back and go forward. He has given you the victory. Why would God give you the victory? Because he wants the glory in all that you do. We give the eternal the glory because it's him who has made us and not we ourselves. We give the eternal the glory because it's him who takes us through the green pastures of life. It's him who takes us by the valleys in the shadow of death. It's him who keeps us when the flood raises. The fire is turned on high. It's the strength of the Almighty that keeps you covered and keeps you moving forward. I want to tell you today that your delay is over, that he's coming quickly. He's coming with rewards in his hand, for they that wait on the Lord shall renew their strength. They shall mount up with wings as eagles. They shall run and not be weary. They shall walk and not faint. He's coming on the cloud to bring deliverance to your life. He says he is your refuge and your strength. Hold on. For every delay, for every setback, he's opening up the avenue. Your delay is over because you spent the time. You've waited. You trusted. You believed. You prayed without fainting. When tears was your meat and you ate them day and night, you declared that weeping endure for night, but joy comes in the morning, and you would not quit. So even though life transpires, even though life goes by, even though we feel there are some things that we're missing, don't worry. There's some friends that you'll find out that were not friends. There's some sons and daughters that you'll realize they weren't sons and daughters. There are some adversaries that will really show themselves. There's some adversities that we're going to have to deal with. You're not to worry. If David could deal with a son named Absalom, if Daniel could deal with the king in a lion's den, if Jeremiah could walk out of a prison cell, if Paul and Silas can sing hymns and spiritual hymns as the earth quaked and caused them freedom, so can you, my friend, my sister, my brother. You can stand still and see the salvation of God, because your delay is over. Your time for opportunity is here. Your time for growth is here. Your time for freedom and deliverance is here. And let me share this with you. I want you to shift your mind. You don't want to just walk into places of freedom, because there could be a time where freedom ends and locks you back down. You want to be put back into the cells of life that have time on it. You want to leave from the spirit of freedom and walk out to be free. He who the Son makes you free indeed, which means free to never go backwards, free to live holistically, satisfied in the kingdom, free to be wealthy, free to prosper, free to have great health, free to be healed emotionally and mentally and spiritually and physically. Your delay has put you into a position, setting you up for your miracle. So this delay that's over, you're going to open up and see the miracles. You're going to open your eyes and see the breakthroughs. You're going to open your eyes and see the rain, the latter and the former rain is coming to bless you. He knows your expected end. He knows what you need. He knows what you're going to walk into your future with. So be patient, friend. Be patient. Because God sees, God knows. But today he says your delay is over. I've not denied you. I've not kept you back without purpose. I've not released the miracle without purpose. I waited to position you for a time like this, where your mind, your spirit, your emotions can come together and you will receive what it is, have been delayed but not denied. You're going to walk into the greatest miracle of your time. You just have to believe that God has chosen this miracle for you. So I say to you, they that wait on the Lord, that word wait is specifically speaking to you. You have waited patiently. He's inclined unto you. He's heard your prayer, and now your delay is over. So as you go through the rest of this day, this evening, tomorrow, this year, go through with your hands lifted up, your head faced towards the heaven, giving the Almighty thanksgiving, for you know that the delay is over and breakthrough is in your atmosphere. Healing is in your room, and you're going to move into a greater place, because the Eternal says today that your delay is over. So as we realize this and you share this with others, make sure you like this and subscribe to the channel so that you'll know every time that Dr. Jones comes on with your prophetic insight. This is the beginning of a greater time, and we want you to hear great words that comes from the Almighty. God bless you.